let's move on to our next speaker for today, our seventh speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, to give us a speech entitled Pag May Negosyo, May Trabaho, let's give her a warm welcome, Rhoda Castro Caliwara.
May trabaho. My name is Rhoda Castro Caliwara, a proud probinsyana from Pangasinan. Baon-baon ko ang napakaraming pangarap pagpunta ng Manila. I'm now the founder and CEO of Executive Genesis Services Incorporated and a host of a show called Negosyente, a show that promotes entrepreneurship, as I believe that through entrepreneurship or pagninegosyo, may trabaho. Who influenced me the most? I'm always inspired by the leadership of Jesus. I've been trying to emulate how he modeled true leadership or servant leadership in its truest form. SM Supermalls has been a big help in my journey with Negosyente. I'm very thankful that SM believed in my goal of inspiring entrepreneurs. Together, we're able to encourage more people and inspire more aspiring entrepreneurs all over the country. A favorite quote of mine is, "Behind every successful woman is herself." It reminds me of the strength, determination, persistence, resilience of women, which is what we celebrate on Negosyente. And this quote inspires me to keep moving forward and inspire more people. If you have a dream, you have the power to make it a reality. Hello, everyone. The video you just watched was produced for a series called Women's Voices, which was posted on social media platforms to celebrate Women's Month last March. I was honored to have been one of the women invited to share my advocacy for supporting programs that promote entrepreneurship. But before I speak of my passion for job generation, please allow me to share a little bit about the proud provinciana from Pangasinan. Well, I was born into a family of means, but when I was about like 3 or 4 years old, our family experienced a reversal of fortune. It was then that I knew I would have to work very hard to change my situation and position in life. After graduating college, this provinciana decided to leave her hometown and went to Manila for greener pastures and better opportunities. Little did I know that this adventure that I seek in the big city will eventually define a purpose in me. It wasn't easy. It started with the struggles of even making it in the corporate world. And these difficulties were highlighted by the challenges of competing for career growth with equally capable men who are educated in bigger and more prominent universities. I landed a job working in sales for a multinational electronics company where challenges were plenty, but I didn't back down. Hard work turned into success, and I became the first woman area sales manager of that company. This role was more than just a job. It was where I learned the ins and outs of business and saw the potential in the service contracting industry. It was at such a point when I discovered my advocacy, handling people, managing my job's affairs within my area of responsibility, dealing with clients, attending to their needs. And this turned a page in my book and made me think of running my own business, a business centered on labor and employment. I established Executive Genesis Services Incorporated, or Exigen in brevity, on November 20, 1993. When I established Exigen, I faced a stark reality: limited funding. With just a small office, two desks, and a handful of employees, the financial constraints were overwhelming, but my determination was unwavering. My journey took an unexpected turn in 2010 when my husband passed away from cancer. Suddenly, I found myself not just fighting for my business, but also raising our son, Ken, alone. This period tested my strength like never before, both as a businesswoman and a mother. By the grace of God, I navigated through this storm by leaning on a strong support network of family and friends and channeling my energy into my work and my son. Balancing the roles of CEO and a single parent taught me resilience in its truest form. I learned to prioritize, delegate, delegate, and most importantly, to accept help from when needed. These lessons were crucial not only for surviving that period, but for thriving in the years that followed. The company has been existing for more than 30 years and employs thousands of people nationwide. It became clear to me that entrepreneurship is what thrives or what drives economies forward and what shapes the way we live and work. It's about taking risks, chasing dreams, turning ideas into reality. Successful entrepreneurs possess a unique blend of vision, passion, resilience, and adaptability. In my journey from being an employee to entrepreneur, I learned that entrepreneurship is not just about starting a business. It's a way of approaching challenges with creativity and determination. We see opportunities where others see obstacles. And one of the most exciting aspects of entrepreneurship is its ability to empower individuals to bring about positive change. However, it's not without its challenges. It requires hard work, dedication, and the willingness to embrace failure as learning opportunity. But it's precisely this journey of ups and downs that lead me to some of the most rewarding experiences and achievements. Armed with the conviction that entrepreneurship is the answer to the upliftment of our economy and to the eradication of extreme poverty, I joined Go Negosyo as a mentor to offer insights, guidance, advice, and a fresh perspective based on my experience. Mentoring for Go Negosyo brought me all over the Philippines and introduced me to aspiring entrepreneurs and owners of startups who were eager to learn and put their learnings into practice. This went on for years until COVID 19 happened. We didn't want to give up mentoring, seeing how our mentees grew in knowledge and confidence. We switched to remote learning by offering workshops online. Hundreds of people joined these meetings regularly for as long as there were no opportunities for face to face gatherings. And this disruption in our communication method made me think about producing a podcast. So in May 2021, Negociante by Rhoda Castro Caliwara streamed on YouTube. 3 years later, we are in our fourth season, having aired on Teleradyo of ABS-CBN and now on GMA Pinoy Hits. My journey as an entrepreneur led to my becoming an advocate for job generation. It stems from my belief that all people hold a special value that is tied to their humanity. Every Filipino deserves the right to a home, food on the table, education, and a job that will provide their most basic needs. It's about turning passion into a profession and leaving your indelible mark on the world. So maraming maraming salamat po and God bless everyone.